in the chat. How are you doing tonight? I want to hear it. I gotta tell you, I was just watching the Pitbull video right now. That I Feel Good song. If you guys were at Super Saturday, you know, like I'm completely obsessed with it. And I was watching the video now, and I'm slightly offended that he has a Peloton in there. Like, no, we need to get him an MYX bike. All right, we need to get him a mixed bike. And I tell you guys, I just got off my very first ride on my mixed bike. That was freaking surreal because let me tell you, when I started out my fitness journey way before sit right. Before Beachbody was even in my life, I used to be a spin addict. I used to be at my local gym taking spin classes. I mean, pregnant with Jackson, before, like I said, before Beachbody was a thing in my life. And then even after Beachbody, I used to go to Soul Cycle a lot because I just loved, cycling and what it feel, right? It's like a total rush, especially when you get in the mood with the music and the things. And to see that Beachbody now, someone like me who's been in this business for 10 years now, to see so much come full circle with my passion with fitness, being on a bike, like my super trainers who are my friends, like rocking these live workouts, like it was just everything. It was just everything. So you guys know tonight is well, not tonight, but today was a big day because we've officially launched Body, and we're gonna get into a lot of that. But I do want to say that before we kick off anything, we go ahead and hold on. If you guys could go ahead and mute yourselves, because what happens is, I know we have a lot of newcomers on the call tonight, and what happens is if you unmute yourself, it creates a bunch of feedback. But what we could do at the end, if there's any questions, we could unmute, or you could drop them in the chat. I've got so many of my kick-ass leaders on here that they go answering questions as we go. So you can go ahead and do that as well. Okay, let me share screen. So give me a thumbs up if you see my presentation. You see it there? Yes? Everybody can see it? Yeah? All right. All right, so October. Holy moly, this year is flying. I was saying that because it's true. It still surprises the heck out of me how fast the year is going and how much we've achieved and what we've, this year is definitely one where we're seeing lots of transitions, right? I was talking to a lot of you guys today, dealing with transitions within the business, dealing with, new launches, for veteran coaches like myself and my sister who have been around for a long time. Like we're even dealing with brand new changes that we've never seen before, but we're navigating them, guys. And I don't know about you, but even through the muddle of trying to figure out all the hiccups, I am damn excited about what we are embarking on. And I know without a shadow of doubt, once we kick into this year. Sorry, I have somebody unmuted.
I thought you were gonna pass it.
Okay, hold on. I got it. Figured it out. Okay. Once we get through all the kinks and we start, have this well-oiled machine when it comes to the mixed bikes and when it comes to Body, it's just next level stuff. And if you were at our Super Saturday here in Miami, drop in the chat right now. Did it not give you literal goosebumps? Like, were you not in your jaw on the ground when Carl was talking about what he envisions for the next 5 to 10 years? Like, all I was saying to myself was, thank you, God, for putting me in this room. Thank you, God, for putting me on this path. Because, to live out passion, right? To live out and understand, this business gives me purpose. It gives me, all the feels and I came from a job where I never felt that before. And to realize that I am aligned with such great minds, with such great people from Carl, from Autumn. If you guys, by the way, in our team page, I dropped Autumn's presentation. She had a really great heart-to-heart with us, and it was just so powerful. And I recorded it and I put it together and I dropped it in our team page so that anybody that wasn't there or perhaps was somewhere else around the country, you could hear what we heard from Autumn. But from our super trainers to obviously all of us. Do you guys realize, look around, and I know I've got a lot of new faces on here. Welcome to the team, by the way. Welcome to your family. But let me tell you, if you look around and when you start to get to know people, and I know my coaches that have been around with us for quite some time, this doesn't it still give you all the feels to see how the people that are joining our team and the ones that are already on our team, how alike we are, how, you just instantly connect, you instantly see eye to eye, you instantly share the same desires to elevate your life. And that's special. That really is special to find the community that does that for you. So all I know is that I was sitting in that room and I was just saying, thank you, God, for putting me here. All right, with that, and we're going to get more into Super Saturday and everything that happened. But with that, let's first kick this call off with what we do best and my favorite part, which is recognition. September. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real because you know what we always do. There's ebbs and flows in every business, right? Peaks, and then there's slower seasons. Historically, in my 10 years of being a coach, whenever it's back to school time, whenever there's a transition between that and ending the summertime and figuring things out, there's always that downtime in the business. It's also a perfect storm with the fact that there's no launch in September. Usually the fall launch hits in October, and this year was extra weird because we didn't have an actual program launch like we usually do, right? What we had was the mixed bag kicking off and body, like today, body launched. And that is just different. It's not that it is any less valuable. It's super valuable. It's just different. And we had to learn how to maneuver that. So there's a little bit of a lag, a little bit of a delay. But nonetheless, I do want to shout out the coaches on our team that nonetheless forged forward with their goals, forged forward with, let's think about what these numbers mean, right? And I don't ever want any of us to forget it. These numbers equal people. People that you inspired, people's lives that you have now made an impact on. Here's the deal. Perfect world, everybody runs with it, they get it, they do it, and they elevate their lives in a big way, just like we all are doing and have done, right? But sometimes it's not such a perfect world. And we know we're humans. There's, people are going to need us in different seasons in their life, or they may think that they're ready, but they're not quite yet. I want to say to you guys, for the ones that hit their goals and got people to join them, to take that next step with you, to dive into their health and fitness journey, congratulations to you. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of the mark we're making. For the ones that maybe fell short of their goal, right? But they've been out there and they've been working hard, because I know we're all working hard. I want to look at you right now and say, keep going. Keep going. Understand that every single person, every Weight Watcher, you call them Weight Watchers, the people that are waiting, sitting back and watching you, when it's their time, they will come around. And you have to look at your business, and you have to look at the actions that we take as coaches, our vital behaviors. Our vital behaviors are things we do no matter what the outcome is, right? They're the things we do because we are lifers, because we take our job and our title as coach seriously, right? And so the things we do day in, day out, we're a product of the product. We feed our mind just as hard as we feed our body, right? We're with personal development and showing up. We're out there, spreading, inviting, not staying quiet about this thing that we know if someone pours into can get something out of. And so wherever you land, you hit your goal, and I'm not sure what, I keep playing this juggling act with people unmuting themselves. Just be cognizant of the guys. Whether you hit your goal or you fell short of it, wherever you land in between, just know that we have a clean slate, fresh new month. It's a cut month too, right? And literally, Veronica and I say this ad nauseum because it's true. 24 hours in your business can change everything. 24 hours of focus, of leveraging the tools, leveraging what we have to offer, really getting in tune with why you're here, with what you're doing, leading with heart, serving, can change it all in 24 hours. All right, you gotta trust me on that. But let's celebrate the coaches that did make a mark in September. So we've got my sister, woo! She completely crushed the game, leading our team with Success Club 16. That means 8 lives impacted by Veronica. Jackie Worley and I came in tied at helping 5 people in the month of September with Success Club 10. Now we've got Donna at 8, Jennifer at 6, Allison at 6, Dixie at 6, Susan Lepre at 6, Amy Albarello 6, my girl Annie, who closed out her 3rd month and is now a success starter with 6, and Lisette, who's also one of my girls, and she actually hit her very first month in Success Club. Oops, I did it again. I said Sex Club. Sorry about that. That always comes out. But Success Club. So congratulations to you, Lisi. Then for the coaches that made a mark, impacted at least one life, we've got Megan, Gina, Amy, Christina, Abby, Michelle, Kathleen, Yanni, Isel, Nicole, Martha, Jenny Goicochea, BJ, Nina, so excited to see you at Super Saturday, Luz, Lynette, Mary, David, Veronica, Liz, Benita, Gisela, Natalie, Catherine, Yvonne, Mireya, Yvette, Lisa, Joanna Ledesma, and Lorianne. Congratulations, coaches. All right. Like I said, we're celebrating our Success Starters, which if you don't know what the Success Starter program is and you're a brand new coach in your first 6 months of the business and you're on this call right now, you need to know what Success Starter is. It is the recognition program for coaches that hit Success Club in at least 3 of the first 6 months of their business. Now, why is this crucial? Why is this huge? Well, a couple things. First and foremost, that is a measuring stick to tell you you're coming into the business and you're hitting the ground running. You are getting those small wins under your belt month by month, helping at least 3 new people each month in your first couple months in the business. And the way that you're rewarded, the way that we celebrate you, the way that we also help you continue forging that path forward in your business is things like you get to be in the next test group that's coming out. So literally my girl Annie, who hit her 3rd month, Annie will be invited now to join, oh my gosh, this is so crazy cool, to join Jennifer Jacobs, our brand new super trainer, right? She's got the next launch coming in December for the new year. The new year launch is always the biggest launch of the year. And it's going to Job 1. And guess what? Annie's going to get to be a part of that test group. She's going to be the first one to see it, test it out, get to go through the whole program. What's really cool is bring it back home to us, Team Diesel Core, so that as we start to ramp up the launch for that program come December, we're going to have Annie firsthand giving us all the knowledge, all the tips, all the info, and getting that started off right. So big congrats to you, Annie. And going back to Lisi, she's 1 month in. She's got 2 more months to go. Actually, Lisi, if I'm not mistaken, you can drop it in the chat. I think you just locked in month 2 this morning. She's on my Cup team, and she's like, I did it, Success Club 6. So month 2 is in the bag. 1 more. And these 2 ladies, along with all the other Success Starters, also, here's a really big one, also get a free ticket to Summit. Summit is our yearly convention, the biggest event of the year, happens every summer, and these ladies are earning their ticket or have already earned their ticket. I will also say, if you're on this call, and this is a goal of yours, or you're saying to yourself, okay, I think this is what I want to shoot for, which you should. I also want to let you know that October, November, December, the next 3 months, if you achieve Success Starter with October, November, December, that's going to get you in the door to the next launch, right? That comes after Job 1, which this one I am so freaking excited. Like, I know this is going to be an absolute game changer, which is Autumn Calabrese's 4-week gut protocol. This is the one that's going to really change a lot of lives, because we're now talking gut health, which I know firsthand a lot about it. My husband suffers with it. Just changing things around with his gut health has completely improved his heartburn, his acid reflux. This guy would go to bed every night like with his stomach on fire, and being able to follow Autumn's system, because I know a little bit about it, has completely changed everything for him. Factor in, there's also going to be workouts that are going to go along with this. Like, this is going to be an absolute game changer in the nutrition arena as well in the fitness arena. So if you want a goal to set your eyes on, it's this Success Starter, month 1, 2, and 3, October, November, December. Bam! Come spring, you're in it with Autumn, and that's the next Success Starter group that they're filling up. All right. Blow up the chat if you were on the KK call. Blow up the chat and tell me. And I'm going to steal these words from my girl Lauren Coleman that I know she said, and she was so damn right. If you have not yet watched the KK video, right? The free gift that Beachbody gave us, I tell you, run, don't walk to Beachbody Challenge, the Beachbody Champions page, because I saw the replays as of this tonight. They're still up. They were supposed to, you see how it says recording expires in 48 hours? It was supposed to be gone in 48 hours. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know what changed, but the recording is still up. If you have not yet gone to see it, run, don't walk. Right after this call, and plug into this 40, well, I think it's 90 minutes total that, like Lauren said, if you sit down, if you watch that, and it does not stir up something inside, then you know. But if it does, like all of us, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I was crying during that call. There were so many breakthroughs. There was so much that she shared and said that just was like aha moments. So much that I've already grabbed a hold of and applied to my everyday business and when I'm working with people and talking to people. And I thought to myself, man, if she did that in 90 minutes, the fact that during Cup Month, if you hit Success Club, you earn a 3-day training with her. Like if she did that in 90 minutes, can you imagine what will happen in 3-day training? Like immersing myself in what she has to offer. So I want to remind you guys, if you hit Success Club and you're in a cup team, right? And you hit Success Club, you will earn the 3-day training with KK as the tier 1 cup prize. What you'll also win if your entire cup team hit Success Club, everyone's also getting $100 in their pocket. And their next paycheck will be $100 added on there, which I also think is really cool. Also, if you were in the KK and presentation and you were there, drop for me so you know her, like the girl she doesn't want to be when she's not on her game, when she's not feeling it, when she's like all in the dumps is, type it, guys, because I know you guys know it. Type it. What is it? Let me see if I can pull up the chat. What does she call the Griselda? That's right. You don't want to be a Griselda. But when she's killing it, when she's slaying, when she's on her game, when she's fearless, when she goes after what she wants, she calls herself Sasha Fierce. What's your Sasha Fierce? I want to hear your names. Like when your slay name. Mine's Monique. Monique, don't play. I see you, Michi, you're laughing. It's true, Monique, don't play. So I promise you guys, if you take the time to watch that and you had not yet spent those 90 minutes with her, it's time to do it. Run, don't walk after this call because it really, really was an absolute game changer. All right, now, this is something else that we rolled out right after leadership. Veronica and I attended leadership and we came back. I think that was probably, if not, my very favorite leadership ever. I mean, obviously, it also has a lot to do with the fact that it was the first one coming back after 2 years of no live events, getting to see so many of the leaders. But I really feel on top of that, the training, the topics that were discussed and shared and the ideas were just pure gold. And so Veronica and I came back home. We're like, we got to put this stuff into action right away. So one of the ones, and this actually comes from Holly Hillier, she had done an amazing training on recognition and driving the team and having the goals, right? The carrots that we're looking at every single day, the North Stars that we're looking at every single day to work our business. And one of them is ranks. But ranks sometimes have a double-edged sword, right? Like raise your hand or drop in the chat if you've dropped rank and all of a sudden you felt like you were a failure. Right? Raise your hand if you've even dropped rank ever before. In fact, this past week, I made a big boo-boo in my business and one of my secondary business centers dropped, which then made me drop out of a bonus period, which made like a lot of things crumble. I'm still making those mistakes. They still sometimes happen. So with this rank recognition, 2 things. One is I want to start to take the freaking hood off our businesses and collaborate and come together and to understand that ranks, there are ebbs and flows in business. This is business, right? It's business. Can you guys drop that in the chat for me? I want you to write, this is business. Write it in the chat, drop it. Because I want you to remind yourself that when you make a mistake, if you make a mistake, or if just 1 week, whatever, something happened and it caused you to slip, you say to yourself, this is business. Business has highs, business has lows, but we are business owners. So it should also happen. I want us to remove that idea of that we're a failure and just realize it's 1 week. This is business. I'll pick it back up. I'll spring into action. I'll take care of it, right? But remove the shame. Remove the idea that all of a sudden you're a failure, right? From one night to the next, if you drop from diamond to emerald, did you become any less of a badass? No. right? No, I know that, you know that. But somehow when these things happen, we tend to hide, we tend to retreat, we tend to go backwards, right? And if you were at Super Saturday, I was telling Anna Hernandez, I feel so bad. I forgot to record the Q&A. I stopped recording after Autumn started talking. But if you were at the Super Saturday, you heard Autumn talk about, that one chick who was talking about her trouble with like waking up in the morning. She ate one bad meal and then she decided after that, then what's the point? What's the point of the workout if I ate one bad meal? What's the point of continuing to eat healthy all day long if I already screwed it up? Like, what's the point? And, for people that have already solidified a lifestyle, who know better, like, okay, if you screw it up in lunch and breakfast, go do a double workout or go have extra clean lunch and dinner and just pick right back up, right? It seems like logical, but some people get derailed by that. And that's just something they have to work through and cognitively change. This is back to KK, their patterns, right? Well, I think that happens in the business too, right? We make one mistake and we decide after that mistake, holy crap, I suck. I'm not meant for this. And all of a sudden, and it's not totally our faults, guys. Our brains are wired this way. Our brains, like once we start thinking something, especially when it's like danger and it's hurtful, or we make like allowed to cause pain, we start looking for evidence of that. So we start looking at everything we're doing. And we're like, well, that's probably why I suck at this. That's probably why I suck at that. And like, you just start playing this game where you go down a rabbit hole. And it's kind of like Autumn said, like if you're driving somewhere and you're on a road and you're on your way and you make a wrong turn, are you going to all of a sudden go backwards, drive all the way to your beginning point and start all over again? Is that what you're really going to do? Or if you made a wrong turn, are you going to stop, kind of take a look at your surroundings, figure out how you can get back on the main road, obviously keep going, forging forward until you find that main road again, until you get back on the road to where you want to go. Nobody's going to go all the way back to their starting point. So same concept, right? And I'm probably butchering this for all the ones that are Super Sunday. You're probably laughing at me because I butchered the analogy. But the point is that we have to stop allowing things to like one, hurdle, one setback, derail us completely and send us spiraling out of control, right? And I think that happens with ranks also. So I want us to remove that. I want us to look at it and say, again, this is business, right? But there is a caveat to that as well. We also have to put our business hats on, and a big part of it also is taking ownership of it, right? So I told you guys last week, I made a mistake in my business. Cost me money, cost me rank, cost me bonus, like all the things, right? And it was my fault. It was my fault. I did not let my day go to shit that day. I maybe cried a little bit about it, and then I picked myself back up, and I went back out there to keep doing what I'm doing, because I know that one setback is not, it doesn't mean everything's done and over and I'm a complete failure. I just have to keep going, right? Keep going, fix the problem, and keep going. But as a business owner, I fix the problem. I spring into action. I get it done, right? So that's another thing that I want us to also do with this, and it's going to happen weekly, guys. This rank update recognition, you can expect it every Friday like clockwork from here forward. And every Friday is your chance to get yourself right back to what your goal is, the bar you have set for yourself. I'm not here to tell you what you want out of your business. You're the CEO. You really are. You are the business owner, and you choose. And if you say to yourself and you set your eyes on, let's say, I know my girl Lisi, she is working so hard right now to achieve diamond. If she sets herself for it, every Friday she's got a chance to bump herself up to diamond, to make it happen, right? And if you have a hiccup, it happens, right? This is business. So let's recognize our Star Diamond coaches as of last Friday. Monica Lopez, Michelle Perella, leading Team Heart of Heroes, Veronica, Team Unleashed, Jackie, Team, I just had a brain fart. What Jackie's team is. Drop it for me, Jackie. And then Anna as well. Oh my God, why am I having brain farts right now? Oh, Pure Life. I know Anna's Pure Life. Jackie, it just like totally escaped me. And then we have our diamond coaches, Body Core. That's right, Body Core. I helped make the logo. Or I remember when she was doing the logo. Diamond coaches, Becky Cooper, who's my mama. Allison, congrats to you. Dixie, what up? Sue, Gina Cohen, Donna Paniagua, Amy Albarello, and Annie Bravo. We also have Ruby coaches, and I'm gonna say exactly what Carl said at the last Super Saturday. I think it was Christina at Super Saturday. Rubies quickly become diamonds. Usually it's a simple fix and you're right back up to getting those quarterly, not quarterly bonuses, I'm sorry, team volume bonuses. Instead of $16 a pop, at $18 a pop. It changes the game. Jen Pelaez, you are right there. Yanni Diaz, I know it's a simple fix. And Bridget, you're right there as well. I was actually checking it out this morning. We can do this, right? You can bump yourself up by next week. And then to all of our Emerald coaches, by the way, I know we've got some new Emerald coaches. If your coach advanced, or you, if it was you that advanced to Emerald, drop it below. I know Abby was one of my new Emeralds in September. Super proud of her, and she's forging forward now as well to Diamond. But Emeralds, if you're on this call right now and you're a coach and you have not yet unlocked Emeralds, I beg you, please hop on our next Emerald call, because what's happening right now, until you advance to Emerald, you're letting things like carryover volume every single week is washing away to zero, instead of getting like your little piggy bank where it can accrue and you can start cashing out bonuses, right? When we talk team cycle bonuses, those are the bonuses that we're talking about. And you don't get to unlock those until you are an Emerald coach. What else is really important for you to understand right now is, guys, we've got mixed bikes being sold left and right out there. There are people going straight to Beachbody to buy their mixed bike. We know our lead wheel, our lead system, Beachbody does not keep any customers. They spit them back out to coaches. That's me. That's you. Don't you want those customers that are now looking at body happening all over the internet and looking at the mixed bikes and saying, I want that? And when it's shooting back and they're purchasing through Beachbody, who's funneling millions and millions of dollars worth of advertising and customers funneling in, that could be you getting those leads. But you don't qualify for them until you are an Emerald coach. So if you're on this call, Drea, I'm talking to you. If you're on this call and you have not hit Emerald yet, it is time to step up. You have every Thursday morning, we turn over on ranks. This Thursday, I want to challenge you. Today's Tuesday. We always say Emerald is a 24-hour goal. 24 hours to make it happen. All right, guys. So you with me on this? Ranks happening every Friday. Let's get to work. Let's remind ourselves this is business. We are in this together. Amy, dead right. It is a decision. It is a decision to hit Emerald or any other rank that you're shooting for, or any other business goal that you're shooting for. It is a decision. All right, with that, can we also recognize my sister who went 1-star diamond in her secondary business center? So for coaches that are on here that are new and starting to learn this, like, this is some pretty epic stuff, because once you hit 2-star in your first business center, so the very first business that you open up, when it advances to 2-star, you have the ability to now franchise and open a second business center. So Veronica was up here. She hit 2-star. She got to open Veronica 2.0 below Veronica 1.0. And what's really cool is that she now runs business on here, sales, whatever, signs coaches, and it trickles up to her first business center. So she's getting double dipping on volume, double dipping on pay. Like, it's so cool how this business works, how you could start to build, businesses upon businesses upon businesses, and it all trickles up. But in her secondary business center, she advanced to 1-star, held the 6-week qualification, and it became official in September. So congrats to you, Veronica. It was really cool is when she advances the same business center to 2-star, guess what? She gets a third Veronica. See how that works out? It's really, really cool. All right, let's also celebrate the coaches on the road to elite. So we've got Amy Alvarello. Drop some love for our girl, Amy. Amy hit Team Builder in the month of September. I urge you guys, if you're newer to the team and newer to the business, you want to understand the road to elite. The first stop is Team Builder. Second stop, Team Leader. From there, Premier Coach, and then the very tippity top is Elite, which super proud of my personally sponsored team, Core Unit. We've hit Elite 5 times. We're going for 6. I know Veronica's hit 4 times. She's going for 5. And I know so many coaches are locking in Premier, working their butts off. But it starts right here where Amy's at, Team Builder. So way to go, Amy. The cool part about this is this is not a Amy only goal. I always call this the me, we goal. It's me and we. right? Amy cannot accomplish this on her own, right? She needs her team to step up, which they are. I see you, Yvette. I see you, Amy. You guys are killing it, right? But at the same time, it's Amy's leadership. So you see how that works? I love the Me We goal because literally this is a combination of all hands on deck. So way to go, team driven. And then Veronica and her team, Team Unleashed, crossed into Premier Coach territory. I say crossed into because I know they're not staying there. They're shooting for the top. They're shooting for elite. But congratulations to Veronica Cavacante and Team Unleashed. They are not only a Premier team, but ranked currently at number 278, guys. 278 out of over 450,000. That's perspective for you. That is perspective for you. And they are absolutely killing it. And I know they're not done yet. So congratulations to you, Vero, and your leadership paving the way. All right. Drop in the chat if you are at Super Saturday or Super Weekend, whether in Miami or like you see Donna here in Texas. She got to hug Papacito Joe. Over here in Miami, we had Autumn, we had Carl. I love seeing my new coaches there on the bottom left. That's Annie, Stephanie, and Mari got to meet Autumn and get a private picture with her, I think, on the way to the bathroom. It was super, super cute. But I think the highlight for me, and I don't know about you guys, was definitely watching our girl Gisela on stage. Her and Veronica absolutely killed that panel, that Q&A. I know that there were so many that just listening to Gisela and her story impacted so many people. I heard people talking about it afterwards, messages going through in the different chats. I mean, super powerful. And to see the other, and I can't believe I didn't put this photo up here, but the other really impactful moment for me was when the highest weight loss in the room, one of them was our girl Nicole, who has lost 140 pounds along with Lizzie. And I've always prided myself in that as well. Our team has the best transformations. I mean, that is a testament to not just, yes, the will of one person, but also the will of a team to keep each other going, to keep each other focused, accountable, and in this together. So Super Saturday, I keep saying Super Saturday. Super Sunday in Miami was just one for the books. And if you were there, like, tell me that was not just, everything, and what a way to come back. I'm also going to be dropping in our team page Carl's presentation, which like I told you, he told us his 5 to 10 year vision for the company, and I recorded that, so be on the lookout if you wouldn't join us then. But yeah, that was just amazing. All right, also, our calendar for power hours and workshops, we are working through it. So today we had an early morning power hour. Tomorrow I'll be doing the part 2 of Content Bucket. If you were on my Content Bucket part 1, drop something below. Tell me if it was helpful. I got such great feedback. I'm excited for part 2, and that's happening. But what I want you guys to know, especially my newer coaches on this call right now, just know this. You don't have to be on every single call. Don't think that you're looking at this and being like, oh my gosh, overload. I'm never going to have a life. How am I going to be on all this? That's not the purpose of this calendar. This calendar is just to be there for you to say, you know what? I want to set aside 2 days a week that I want to attend guided power hours from amazing leaders like Amy Alvarez, right? Actually, it was Gisela on stage that talked about how Amy's power hours, how many times it's changed her business around, gotten those 2 success club points that she needed, got that one person to realize that they needed this. Like, this is the power of collaboration versus competition. And it's being able to show, but you got to show up, right? You got to show up. So these guided power hours are led by leaders like Amy, like Veronica. Like, we've got so many amazing leaders that step up to host these. But it's up to you to show up to them. But you get to decide. So this is the calendar. It's always put out in the beginning of the month. What I do is I get it, and whatever ones I want to attend and I want to commit to, I enter it into my phone and my calendar, and those are the ones that I show up to because I know that it's going to accommodate me and my schedule, right? So it's just all up to you on what you decide to do, okay? So know that this is there for you. It's there for the taking. I also want to once again highlight every Thursday there's a nutrition session with Fran where she goes over meal prepping, recipes for the week, and takes the time to answer any nutrition questions. This is not just for you. I want you to know that this could be for any of your challengers, any of your coach, like anyone, even a prospect who's thinking about starting and you want them to see the support we have, how nutrition is a game changer when it comes to what we do with Beachbody, get them plugged in. All this is there for you guys to use, right? But again, it's a matter of plugging in, showing up to them, and just know, if you're a newer coach, don't freak out. You're not expected to be at every single one. This is just here to support you. All right. So today, body dropped. Oh my God, this is so exciting. All right, but along with this new launch, we saw a couple of other things change up or upgrade in my eyes. So we now have what's called the challenge packs. The word challenge packs is a thing of a past, right? We are now coming into the new age and calling it total solution packs. Okay, so when you log on to Share a Cart, you're now going to see everything shifted around to total solution packs. Now, what you also need to know, if you have not logged into Share a Cart in the last couple of days, there was a big notification on top that told you any Share a Cart sent out before today, October 19th, you must go in and recreate the cart and send it to that prospect if they haven't checked out yet, obviously, right? So if you have any pending share carts, you have to know, please be aware that it is now like ineligible. Whatever share cart you sent is not going to work anymore. You have to send a new one using now the total solution pack that you plug into the cart. All right. Hope that makes sense. But when you go in there, you're going to get to see how the software now has been upgraded, and I love it. I think it's super user-friendly. It's super easy to create a cart now, to get to see all the possible options and add-ons that you can add into a cart for someone, right? So like while I was doing one today, and I was getting someone set up with body, and then it had that drop-down menu of add-ons, and then I just took a picture real quick, and I'm like, hey, by the way, you get 45% off everything listed here in case you want to add anything on. Guess what, guys? She added on the collagen. And I'm like, all right, let's go. So I was able to upsell on all the things that sometimes we may forget to tell people about. So using that is a great resource. And then if you also go in there, you're going to be super excited to see that there's something called now Glow and Go solution packs, which now bring in, help me out, guys. I know it's collagen. And is it hydrate that it comes with? Hydrate. There you go. Thank you, Amy. So it brings collagen and hydrate together, bundled together in a pack that still gives you Success Club points. And it's called the Glow and Go. So it's super cool. Super, super cool that we now get to offer that as well. What also dropped today is the Body Day Passes. They are being sold now for $7, okay? I urge you guys, please, please, please go read FAQ 8086. Because questions like, okay, well, if they get a day pass, what does that mean? What is it valid for? When can they use it? Like once they buy it, once they activate it, then they have that 24 hours to use it. There are rules, but it's a super, super good way. How many Success Club points is the Glow and Go? It's two. Because it's a challenge. It's basically not a challenge pack. Total solution pack. I gotta get used to saying that. It's the same as a total solution pack. But back to the day passes. This is our way of getting people started with a day pass, getting them an intro into what body's like, right? You could sell them just like if they were going to a gym, they can get one day pass. And that will give them a peek into what it's like to hopefully get them started on a total solution pack. But all of that dropped today, and that is under FAQ 8086. So make sure you do your homework and go check that out. All right? Okay. With this, I also share with you guys that I have these tools, these visual tools that are all covered up right now. But I'm going to drop all of this into our team page, because what these tools are is basically depending on the prospect you have, right? If someone already has BOD, right? What are their choices? If someone does not yet have BOD, what are their choices? If someone's in Canada, what are their choices? So I have all these tools that I've collected as I've seen things come across, and I've collected them, and I'm going to be dumping them into our team page. So make sure that you check them out and save them to your phone so that you guys can use them as well. I also want to say, if you run into any tools that you find, please, 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 just as much as we go to the team page for answers, if you've got something that you could give, drop it in there so that we could all use, because I know there's lots of resources all over the place, and the more the merrier, right? Like I save everything, and then I kind of work my business, and depending on what someone needs, I go to my toolbox and I use the tools in my toolbox. So be on the lookout on our team page, which these visuals will help you out with understanding what we have to offer, since so much has changed. All right. This I'm super excited about. So I think the light bulb really went off. Well, it was starting to go off. I was thinking about it. It's a lot of work. If you've ever hosted a health bet, you know. Veronica knows. She does these on the double. It's a lot of work, but hearing Gisela on stage at Super Sunday talk about how it was a health bet that really got her focused on doing the damn thing, committed. From there forward, like, just snowballed into what she's created in her business today and the lives that she's impacted. I was just like, all right, let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's execute. So November 1st, we'll be executing a team-wide health bet. I think the main question I'm getting is, can I participate, right? Like, you're saying to yourself, can I be a part of this? You sure can. What if I'm already in the body shop that's kicked off yesterday, Monday? Can I still participate? You sure can. You can sign up and can extend here for another 3 weeks. Can I invite my customers? You sure can. Can I invite my coaches? Can I invite my preferred customers? Yes. Anybody under the Diesel Core umbrella is invited to join us on this team-wide health bet, okay? The only requirements is, obviously, they need body, right? So whoever is signing up, whether it's you or anybody that's a customer or coach of yours, must have body. They must have Shakeology and or Energize and Recover, okay? So we're really honing in on supplementation. I don't want people just pushing play to workouts. We know that you can't do one piece of the puzzle. It's got to be the total solution. And I want to make sure that the people that we're getting, like, that they're realizing body works, it works all of the aspects. Let me go ahead and press pause. Mute on that. Okay. So that's the requirements. And then the buy-in is $15 per person. So Veronica's going to be collecting the money. I'm going to be dropping the details on where to send the money and the registration form. Okay. Veronica, as in any body workout. So we're going to do this 2 ways. We're going to have calendars, right, that are 5 workouts a week, right? Because that's the requirement, 5 workouts a week. We're going to have calendars for the people that don't know much about Beachbody, or may feel lost or need the guidance, right? So we're going to put out calendars that they can choose to follow. We're also going to be putting out blank calendars and telling those that want to get creative and want to experiment and want to test different things out, that they can also fill in the blanks of their own calendar. They don't have to follow ours. But what does need to be done is it must be 5 body workouts logged a week. And I'll get to that under the competition rules. But the length is also going to be 21 days. So this is going to lead us up. It starts November 1st, and it so beautifully leads us right up until Thanksgiving. And a lot of the conversations I had behind the scenes today with women, I'm saying, like, listen, start with me in this, and we could be feeling really great come Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving, we could re-engage and get into the next, the next goal and the next thing leading up into Christmas. So I'm painting the picture of getting through the holidays with a plan, right? And getting started now with something new, exciting, and a lot of fun. So that's the conversations that I've been having behind the scenes all day long today. So winnings, well, that's the exciting part. We all don't know that yet, because it all depends on how many join and how many actually cross the finish line to see who wins, right? So that's another cool part. As we start to build this out and get people registered, the pot amount starts to grow. We could tease that out little by little. Like, if we really come together, Diesel Core, we could create this huge movement, this huge pot, and that gets people excited, right? It gets people excited. And then competition goal is they must, like we talked about, complete 5 body workouts, log weekly, right? They must log their supplements, so whether it's Energize and Recover or Shakeology, they're going to get credit for that 7 days a week. And then we're also going to have one fun pop-up challenge that will last for 24 hours for those to submit into the pop-up challenge. And we'll have 1 a week, okay? 1 a week. So a total of 3 pop-up challenges will be factored in. And what they are, that'll all be a surprise, right? So this is what the competition entails. So what you want to do right? And you can head on over to my Instagram. I've already started to breadcrumb this out. If you head over to my Instagram, you can look at my link tree and see that I have an application there. By all means, don't grab my application. Don't send them my link, because what happens is that they fill it out. They're gonna fill it out and actually wait. Let me take that back. They could fill out that registration link, but you could use it, and they must put your name as their sponsoring coach. I forgot that I made it for the entire team. That link, you could send them that same application, so you don't have to remake a new application. And that's gonna give them everything that, like, it's gonna be the questionnaire. It's gonna tell me who their coach is, and we're gonna make sure that they're plugged in because you are a Diesel Core coach. But you could use that as well to get behind the scenes and start inviting. I'm also gonna drop into the team page a series of Instagram story call to action, right? I created this whole series. You probably saw me drop it in my own Instagram stories this morning. And this is gonna explain what the Health Bet's about and help you get out there and invite to it. But I really wanna urge you guys as well to understand that while you put out the stuff, right? You put out the public stuff, the call to actions, you share the link to the registration form, and you do all those things, it's also imperative to get out there and one-on-one, behind the scenes, invite. Who do I invite to? Well, here's been my process. If I drop those CTAs explaining what the competition's about, right? And I'm also really leveraging sharing results from you guys. You guys probably saw me today. A lot of you guys, I tagged you. I shared your results, and I painted the picture of what's possible. I also painted the picture of our team, the community, the support, all of that. And then what I did is I went to my stories, and I went to the very last one, and I went down the list of all those that stayed watching all the way through, right? If they stopped watching after the second slide, then they're probably not interested. But if they got all the way through the end, that's where I started going down the list. And obviously, I look who they are. And I thank them for watching my stories. I said, hey, I saw you were watching. Thank you for watching. Wondering, you in? Are you interested in this health bet? It's going to be a lot. And the line I use, it's going to finish right before Thanksgiving. So we'll be feeling amazing going into Thanksgiving. And we're going to have a heck of a lot of fun. Let me know. And that's how I started conversations. So that's the work that has to be done behind the scenes. But guys, if you really grab a hold of this, this can be what helps you cross the finish line and crush goals in October, especially during a cut month. Now, with that being said, let's go to our calendar and look at this calendar, because it's all strategically planned out, all here to serve you to funnel into your business. And by the way, hashtag so sorry that this calendar is late in October. It was a late start to the month, but finally got it under control. But you'll see on the 26th, there's a coach sneak peek event, okay? Here's the plan for that coach sneak peek event. On that call, I will be sharing that anybody that's part of that sneak peek will get first dibs, like early access to our flash sale, okay? Because guess what? Come October 29th, we're going to host a team-wide flash sale. This is going to be done with Diesel Nation as well. We're coming together. A lot of the leaders were talking behind the scenes, and we're going to make like some pretty epic freaking prizes for the flash sale that people are just not going to be able to say no. It's going to be super exciting, right? On that coach sneak peek, we're going to tell people they're going to have privy to that flash sale first, right? So we could get coaches signed up and have them saving money through our flash sale. Then we're going to proceed with that flash sale. Anybody that may be on the fence that you're talking to from here till our flash sale, that they're on the fence and they're thinking you could now once again leverage something else to really lock in and get them started, right? And then the 29th will also be the last day to sign up for the Health Bet and Body Shop, the Body Shop Health Bet. And why is this done? Because it's another thing, another sense of urgency that you can go to your prospects and say, listen, not only are you saving money with this epic flash sale, but right now, this is the last day to enter into our health bet, and I can't think of more of a way to hold you accountable to your goals. A more fun way where you can win some money back for what you invested in, and that's going to be like literally the tippity top of accountability, being a part of a health bet like this. So I wanted you guys to see this, how it's all strategically written out. And while the leaders on our team are going to help you, walk you through on how to invite to the sneak peek, on how to get people into the flash sale, on what your job is during that flash sale, and what it, how to get people into the Body Shop Health Bet. I want you to know that you have to kind of reverse engineer it in your brain too, right? So you mark the dates down, take note, but reverse engineer. If we know we have a coach sneak peek coming up on the 26th, it's not that morning that you want to talk about it. You want to talk about it at least 72 hours before. You want to start inviting, start breadcrumbing, start doing posts geared towards the business opportunity, right? Start talking in your stories, doing CTAs towards the business opportunity. And then once we shift into the flash sale, 3 days before, right? That's when you're going to start wanting to talk about the flash sale and so on and so forth. Get what I'm going here? So we want to reverse engineer all goals. Donna, love you. But that was it. I know I'm going a little bit over time. We've talked a lot. We had so much to cover and so much happening, and it's exciting times. But like every call, I want to leave you with this and remind you guys, you lack nothing. Use what I gave you. And that's a love note from God. It really is. And I want us to always carry that with us. I hope tonight, between talking about, how we're going to handle ranks from here forward and understanding that this is just business, to also understanding that we are more powerful together. When we come together is when we are our best. And if you were on the KK call, you also learned about, sometimes we have to take a minute to sit down, re-engage what our goals are, our strategy is, why we're in this, right? Anna, leverage. What are we leveraging in our life? Why do we want this? And just realign ourselves with our purpose and our mission. There's nothing lacking, right? You have nothing lacking. All of that, it's TNT. I've been talking about this a lot. TNT, we brought it back home from leadership. All of that takes no talent. Takes no talent to take a step back, get in tune with your heart, get in tune with your mission, and get out there and serve. TNT, takes no talent. So let's rock and roll, team. I love you guys. I hope that tonight was helpful. I hope you're just excited as I am to keep crushing goals. And with that, I bid you good night.